3 years ago, we started Family Circus Church. And the reason was we were kicked out of the local church because there were too many children from off the streets that were following us to church. That was 51 kids back then. And this building at that time had no electricity, no water, no bathrooms. We started with just an ugly old building, but we had 120 kids at that time that wanted to come. In fact, the first Sunday we had a total attendance of 161 in church. December 11th, 2001.
This is our first Sunday morning, first Domingo here. It's ready to be praised. Come on, help me out.
But on December 11th and December 12th, 3 years later, we had 6 services with 3,059 in attendance. That's in 3 years what God has done. And this building, it's not designed for it. I mean, it's not built for that many kids. We had so many kids that they were sitting up the stairways, and I mean, they were waiting in lines an hour and a half before service just to get inside the doors. Kids wanting to come to find out about Jesus.
What God is doing is simply incredible. We go out and invite children to come in, and it is from squatter villages, it is from relocation centers, from when they were squatters before they are relocated to another place. We go to those places that are so highly densely populated with children and bring them in. Family Circus team, we all go out and visit the kids, we hand out coloring sheets, get to know where they live, we see what kind of circumstances they're under, and it helps us to understand them better. Our children are picked up by jeepneys every day, and they're so excited. And we kind of have a joke on how many kids it takes to stink up a jeepney because they're so excited they're all smelly. Come in the morning, they've had nothing to eat because it's early, and so we feed them bread and juice as they come in the door. We have lots of old people, grandmas, grandpas, all ages they come.
We came from a small group meeting in a dirty old building 3 years ago. It's a mess. God knows what is a mess today. God's grace by next week and the days after become a place for the children and their families. That's our prayer. With the help of BGMC and others, we've been able to turn this building around, clean it up, paint it, but now we need to go on to the next step. And our dream is to be able to go to one of the most crowded areas in town. We've already began the process of purchasing the property, that God sent in the money for that. And this is in a community where there are thousands, hundreds of thousands of children right nearby where we will be building this church for kids. Right across the street is a mosque for the Muslims. I believe God will even bring those children to come and learn about God.